Hey y'all! Welcome back to the channel. You know that feeling when you walk into a room and everything just feels right? Like a deep breath of fresh air? Well, today we're bringing that same energy to our drawers. Because let's be honest, sometimes those drawers are a whole lot of before and not enough after. But fear not, friends. I'm gonna walk you through how to take those cluttered zones and turn them into something beautiful and functional. Think of it like a mini Reno, but for your drawers. We're talking custom dividers, pops of color, and that satisfying feeling of knowing exactly where everything is. This ain't about being perfect. It's about making your life easier and a little more lovely, one drawer at a time. So grab your measuring tape, your favorite playlist, and let's get this drawer party started. Alright, first things first, we gotta tackle the clutter. It's like Chip always says, you can't build a farmhouse on a foundation of, well, junk. So empty out that drawer, every last bit. Don't be afraid to make a mess. We're gonna make it beautiful soon enough. Now let's sort. Make 3 piles, keep, toss, and relocate. This is where you gotta be ruthless. If you haven't used it in 6 months, honey, it's time to say goodbye. And that thing you're holding on to, just in case? Unless it's a vintage doorknob, it's probably going in the tosses pile. Once you've sorted through everything, give that drawer a good wipe down. A little soap and water goes a long way. While it's drying, let's think about what this drawer's purpose is gonna be. Is it gonna be your go-to for office supplies, a haven for your crafting tools, or maybe it's gonna be the most organized junk drawer in town? Once you know its purpose, you can start planning the perfect layout. And trust me, a little planning goes a long way. Y'all know I love a good plan, and this is where the magic really starts to happen. Grab your measuring tape and let's get to know this drawer inside and out. We need to know its width, depth, and height. Now let's talk compartments. Do you want long, skinny sections for pens and pencils? Or maybe some deeper squares for those bigger items? You can even get creative with custom shapes. Triangles for makeup brushes, anyone? The possibilities are endless. Sketch out a rough layout on paper. It doesn't have to be fancy, just something to guide you. And here's a little tip from yours truly. When you're measuring for your dividers, leave just a tiny bit of wiggle room. Trust me, it'll make your life a whole lot easier when it comes to fitting everything in. Alright, let's build some dividers. Now you can get fancy with this and use balsa wood or foam board, but honestly, cardboard works just as well and it's practically free. You can use cereal boxes, shoe boxes, you name it. If you're using cardboard, the slot method is your best friend. It's like a puzzle, but for organization. Measure and cut strips of cardboard, then create slots to interlock them. For foam board or balsa wood, a little glue will hold those dividers together like a charm. Now, for the fun part, decorating. You can paint your dividers, wrap them in pretty contact paper, or even cover them in fabric for a touch of luxury. Get creative and make it your own. Time to give that drawer bottom a little love. Lining not only protects your drawer, but it adds a pop of color and personality. You can use anything from wrapping paper to contact paper to adhesive wallpaper. If you're using paper, a light spray of adhesive will keep it in place. For fabric, cut it slightly larger than the drawer bottom and fold the edges under for a clean, finished look. And here's a little design tip. Think about the overall style of the room. You can match the lining to your decor or go for a fun, contrasting print to really make it pop. Now that our drawer is looking mighty fine, let's make sure everything stays in its place. Labeling is key to staying organized. You can use a label maker, cardstock and tape, or even those cute little chalkboard stickers. Get creative with your labels. Use different colors for different categories or family members. It's all about making it easy to find what you need when you need it. And now comes the most satisfying part, putting everything back in its new home. Arrange your items neatly in their designated compartments and admire your handiwork. Alright, this last step is totally optional, but it's like adding a little bit of frosting to an already delicious cake. Painting the inside of your drawer adds a polished look and it's surprisingly easy. Give the surface a light sanding, then wipe it down to remove any dust. If you're working with raw wood, a coat of primer is always a good idea. Then, grab your favorite paint color and a small foam roller or brush. Apply thin, even coats and let it dry completely between each one. Remember, safety first. Always paint in a well-ventilated area and let the paint cure completely before putting anything back in the drawer. Well, there you have it. Who knew a little bit of love could transform those drawers from chaotic to chic? And the best part? You did it all yourself. Give yourself a big pat on the back. You deserve it. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful and functional. The important thing is that you created a space that works for you. And who knows, maybe this will inspire you to tackle some other areas of your home. After all, a little organization and a touch of creativity can go a long way. Thanks for joining me on this drawer makeover adventure. Don't forget to subscribe for more DIY inspiration and share your own drawer transformations in the comments below. I can't wait to see what you create.